and then, you know, mark off the words that they've done. And the same thing with the homophone center. Okay, we got socks, a couple minutes of socks. The socks word when we sock somebody. And they can make that into a booklet. They're using vocabulary, and they're learning how to use it. And I know a lot of our kids confuse there, and there, and sometimes we do too. So just giving them that practice to really help out and just talking about those words when you see them, have a constant going list, and then these were one of my sentences that would last quite some time, or I would stop it, do something else, and bring them back. But they knew what to do, they knew what was expected, and it really did work on the vocabulary. Figurative language was kind of the same way. I have butterflies in my stomach, and it really doesn't mean you have butterflies in your stomach. You're afraid when you're on stage, so then you draw a picture to go along with the actual meaning, and so then you can understand your idiom. Writing centers. This was the hardest for me. Writing centers were the hardest for me, but just because it was hard did not mean I was not supposed to do it. Our kids need to write. They need to write. It's hard to teach them to write, and if y'all keep saying it's hard to teach them to write, they're never going to learn how to write. So I took that task on a few years ago, and I was like, okay, I'm going to figure this out. We're going to get it. And as I started teaching writing, it kind of went over well. It did go over well, and I learned a lot about my kids, and I kind of learned that sometimes we're told to do things, but when you practice and you learn your kids, you kind of learn what works for them. So with the writing centers, I always did like the pre-write, the draft, the self-partner, the self or the partner edit and revise, teacher edit, and then a final copy and publish. Now this might say 5 days. Sometimes it took longer than 5 days. It all depends on the students. And if the kids who will get it done earlier, they can have a list of topics. So we're doing opinion writing. Let's do some opinions we can write about. So if one kid finished and the other ones were still working on it, they can go ahead and go on to their next topic. So then you're not holding everybody behind because you got a few that's not there, and you move the kids on back to keep moving. So when I first started doing this, I was like, oh my God, I can't edit all these papers. I can't sit down in conference with these kids every day. I just can't do it. And then I ran across the cups and the arms, and the cups and the arms, and that really helped. And with that, then it's narrative writing. So here's one thing that I learned, and I'll tell you about editing, is that we always tell our kids to pre-write. And we tell them to make these bubbles and do this and do that. And I always struggle with that with narrative writing. I really gave the kids some trouble. So one year, I said, well, let me flip it. They always enjoyed drawing their story. So I changed our pre-write to drawing the story. And to them, it made more sense. They drew what happened at the beginning. They drew what happened in the middle. They drew what happened at the end. And then they went to write. So when they had to revise their stories, they got a story map. So take your draft and fill in the story map. Your story map had to have the characters, the setting, the problem. They had to have 4 events before they got to the solution. And that's where they always had to revise, because they may have had 2 or 3. But with that story map in front of them, they were able to add those other events to develop their story. Now, I didn't read this anywhere. I just did what worked for me. And after I did that, it worked for me, and it worked every year. That's how I tell my kids how to write stories. I got out of that making a bubble and do this and do this and do this, because we never got anywhere with it. When I flipped it and had them draw it and then write from their picture, we went really far with that. So that is what worked for me. I'm not saying it'll work for you, but if you're teaching how to write and you're struggling, think about it. So when it came to editing, I stopped sitting down with every child saying, fix this, fix this. It took forever. It really did. I learned cups, and I learned cops and arms. So cops is capitalization, order, punctuation, and spelling. This took a long time to teach, but once they got it, it was good. So when it was time to edit, I would read, underline, put a C, or put an O or an S, and they knew in this sentence, I need to find my capitalization punctuation error. I need to find my spelling error. So they knew what the error was in that sentence, and they had to fix it. Because I might have had 2 or 3 things circled. But then eventually I got out of circling, and then I would just put, you got a C, you got a P. And they understood I'm missing a punctuation, something is misspelled. And that worked well. They learned how to edit without me telling them every single thing that was wrong. And then arms is more for revising, you're adding, you're moving things around, and you're substituting. Now I really didn't do arms that much, but I did do pies. And it made a difference. And it took away a lot of time that I spent with the whole process and the editing and the rewriting. But this took some time. I'm not going to tell you it's going to work in a week. It didn't work in a week. It took some time. But it really made a difference in their writing and just the overall function of the writing center. Because we were able to just keep going. And then I wanted to leave you out with this. Always do your best, but you plant now, you will harvest later. This is hard. Centers are challenging, but it makes a difference. And when I really embraced centers was a time when we didn't have a curriculum. We came up with our own main core text. We came up with everything. And it actually freed me from being stuck to the book. What I thought was the worst thing that could have happened to me as a teacher, not to have a curriculum to teach from, was the best thing because it let me grow as a teacher. It allowed me time to figure out what the kids needed and how I could work myself better to work them better. So just kind of think about that. And then that's all I have. Any questions? Yeah.
The cups, what